to my channel. This is the Baked Berry and my name is Mercy. So we have made it to 100 subscribers, and yes, I have newfound respect for content creators. It's not easy, guys. So to celebrate, we are going to be making 3-ingredient sugar cookies, so that way it can be enough for all 100 of you. You're getting a cookie, you're getting a cookie, everybody's getting a cookie. So yeah, it's so easy, and I'll be showing you the steps to follow. So make sure to watch till the end of the video, subscribe, share, try out the recipe, and let us know what you think. And let's get started. So the first ingredient that we have is butter, and I really advocate for you to use real butter so that you get the best texture and flavor. And then we have icing sugar or powder sugar, and it's because it is so super fine and helps us to get that snappy cookie and also make it easier to beat up. Then we have salt, as always. Then we have 2 cups and a half of flour. So the first thing we want to do is to get our salt and put it in the flour. This will technically be our dry ingredients because we don't have any liquids or eggs. And then we're going to get our icing sugar and put it all into the batter. And then we're going to start whipping until it gets to a light and fluffy texture. And what we are aiming for here is to get to the creamiest or lightest color of this mixture so that it can absorb the butter more easily. And when we add the flour, it becomes smooth, and you can see the color is starting to change, so we still need to beat it a bit more. And then we're going to add our flour. So first mix before you start using your mixer, and then now add the second batch. And when it starts coming together, you'll know because your mixer will even start to make a different sound, and you'll even feel how firm the butter has become. So now our dough looks like large chunks, and that's a good thing. It will come together, so make sure not to overmix it so that the cookies are not so tough. Use your spatula to bring it together. Just be patient. Slowly by slowly, you'll see it come together. And when you feel you're satisfied, feel free. You'll know. Don't worry, have confidence. These things can smell fear. So at this point, I had to get my kitchen towel, and my team was so kind as to pass it to me. You honestly can't do these things alone. And then what we're going to do is get our parchment paper or grease-proof paper. If you have wax paper, it's still okay. And I cut 2 equal sheets so that I can put my cookie dough in between the 2 sheets. And what this does is that it makes it easier to roll. And once you put it in the fridge, it can easily come off. And you'll also have a much easier time getting the shape that you want without having so much dough stuck to your hands. So put all the dough into these 2 sheets and make sure the size. You'll know what size to cut once you have the actual feel of the dough, because we're aiming to get about 1 centimeter to half a centimeter thickness. Then once you have the dough, just try to put it together with your hands, just a little bit, be gentle, and then the rolling pin will do the rest for you. So it's quite soft. So let's get rolling. They see me rolling. keep checking so that you have an even thickness throughout the sheet. And also you can see for yourself, you can feel if it's too thick. If you feel it's too thick, you feel free to make it a bit thinner, but don't go overboard. You don't want chapati thickness, you want a bit more thicker than that. And then once you're satisfied with how it looks, you're going to take the sheet and put it in the fridge for about 2 hours. And when you have done this, this is what your dough will look like. It's super firm and very easy to just snap, as I just did. My fridge was not big enough, so it kind of curved. And now what I'm going to be doing is taking the star of this cookie show is the cutters. I have a round cutter and I also have a heart-shaped cutter. So I'm just pressing this cutter into the dough all the way to the bottom, and voila, you have your cookie. And you can see our thickness is superb. So continue doing the same until you have the maximum you can get from this dough. So what I continued to do is to make heart-shaped and add to the spaces in between. Don't freak out. This dough does not spread out because there is no raising agent. Remember, it's only 3 ingredients plus salt, that makes 4. So you don't need to worry. And then after I'd filled those, I took the remaining pieces of dough, clamped them up together into one dough, and then I'm going to repeat the same process between the 2 pieces of parchment paper, and I can put it back in the fridge because my hands have warmed it, and I'll be able to roll it again, get the cookies that I want, and continue this process until the dough is completely finished. And then we're going to get our cookies. We're going to bake them at 180 degrees Celsius. Don't wait for them to brown, just until the edges start browning. That's when you need to remove them. And I did it in 2 batches because my oven, of course, has a limitation. And out of this recipe, I got about 25 cookies. I made round because I had a round cutter. And some love, some baked berry love. You know how when you go to Java, you always get a small cookie with your cappuccino or your latte. I'm like, this is the nicest touch possible. So, and make sure after you bake these, you can keep them for some time after you have put them in an airtight container, so that they can still be fresh, snappy, and have that amazing buttery smell. So now it's time to do the taste test. And I don't know which one. I think I'll go for the heart-shaped one because who does not love? That, my friends, is the way the cookie crumbles. I've honestly enjoyed making this so much because they're so easy and you get some really amazing scents when you're baking them. So try them out. You don't need actually any special equipment, and you'll love the result as I have. So if you've enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, share this video, and also leave a comment down below. You can also tag us in your recipes when you try them, and you can tag us #TheBakedBerryKE. So if you like this, subscribe. You know you want to see more of this, so you know what to do. The recipe is in the description box below, so check that out as well. And I will see you guys next